Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. We had a lot of cattle come in Monday, had several come in on Sunday for Monday sale, and we had ended up with a good run Monday, a little over 1,200 head, and we thought, well, Tuesday was going to be pretty good too, but the weather kind of held people off, I think. It was pretty rainy day. I think it was raining in the morning time, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but we only ended up with 650 some odd head for Tuesday, which is kind of weird. We doubled up on Monday, but for the week we had over 1,800, and prices are really holding on. It's just kind of, this is where we are on these high prices, and I know it does seem kind of extremely high, but when you see what the market's doing all across the country, it's high everywhere. This is the new level. This is where we are. We see some of these young cows coming in here. Young cows, a little bit on the thin side maybe, and they're young enough where they can go back to the ranch, fatten up, maybe breed them back and get a calf out of them. And these young, thin cows are just bringing a lot of money. Some of those cows are weighing 700 or 800 pounds and bringing up there to $2.50 a pound, maybe 260 or 70. Just a big demand on these grass cows or thin young cows that somebody can fatten up and stick a bull with and get a calf or two out of them. We're seeing that, so that's good. That's a good sign that people are needing cows. We're seeing these heifer calves, these calves over 500 pounds that are good replacement quality calves, are bringing even more than steers are bringing now. So these high prices are making people expand their herd here, and I think it's probably happening most everywhere. And I think we're going to start seeing our numbers go down on these slaughter cows, cows and bulls. I think we'll start seeing that slacken up a little bit. I think we'll start seeing more heifers being kept back, held back to make cows out of, and I think that's going to keep these prices at a high level for a while. The steers calves are selling good. Number one cattle are bringing a lot of money. The 6-weight calves are bringing, gosh, they're bringing over $3 a pound still, and the 5-weight calves are bringing $3.50 or better on the front end. Some 4-weight calves I saw bringing, heck, they're bringing up in the mid-4 range. So it's all good, but I think this is just a sign of where we are. Beef demand is high, even at the highest record high retail prices we've seen. It's looking pretty good. And all the talk about recession in the economy, I think it's from what I've listened to on the news, which, you know, that is what it is, but inflation is maybe down a little bit. The dollar's strengthening up a little bit. The economy's looking pretty good, and evidently people have enough money still to go buy these high-end cuts of meat at the grocery store and go out to restaurants and eat at these nice steakhouses and things, because meat's moving, and that's a good sign. So I think we'll be able to keep these prices up at this level for at least for the rest of this year, and hopefully on into next year. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can make that happen. We had some good calves. We had some calves from Green Groves. Charlie, appreciate your business and your friendship more. But they sold a lot of cattle here Monday and Tuesday, and they hit a really, really good market. A good week to sell. Lots of participation from the buyer side. You sit there and watch all these bidders, and there's plenty of competition. When you have good demand and good competition, that's what's keeping these prices up, and that's just a good sign, and it's a good thing to see competitive bidding on these cattle. And we've got to have that competitive bidding. We got to have price discovery to find out what's going on and what these cattle are worth. And that's what we do here every Monday and Tuesday. We find out what they're worth. And so keep your local livestock markets going. All the 7 markets in the state of Florida, that's what we have. But help your local markets, help us stay in business, and we'll sell your cattle, and we'll find out what they're worth on daily and a weekly basis, and that's what's happening all across the country at these local livestock markets. I don't know what we would do without them. Speaking of selling cattle and price discovery, we sure found out what some good calves were worth Thursday. Last Thursday, Producers Cattle Auction had a good sale. I think there were about 8 loads on that sale, and it was extremely high. It was a good sale, and everybody was pretty tickled about that. And we just set the stage for a big sale coming up in Marco Island. That's June the 26th. June the 26th is Thursday at 10 a.m. We'll all be down at the Cattlemen's Convention in Marco. Of course, you can bid and watch and do everything right there from your computer wherever you are. You don't have to be there, but that's where we're going to be, and that'll be here before you know it. Heck, we're already into June, and this year's halfway gone. I can't hardly believe the time's going by so fast. And we're sitting here doing this market report, and it's just raining like cats and dogs outside right now. We're catching up on our rain, but then some people say they haven't had a lot, and then other people have. So it's still kind of spotty, but I think we're all going to get our share here before long. And pasture conditions are good. Calves are growing, and it's looking like it's going to turn out to be a pretty good spring and summer. And that's about all I have to say about the market report, except for our high prices. We have on the calf side, Terry Daniel, our good friend, good friend and customer just west of town here. Terry, you topped the calf market with a 160-pound calf. That was a heifer calf too, by the way, not a steer this time, but a little 165-pound heifer calf brought $6.90 a pound. That calf was bought by Cracker. And on the cow side, no stranger to the high top cow price, Juan Estacio. I've seen you on this report before. Juan, you topped the cow market with a 1,330-pound cow that brought $1.83. That cow was bought by FPL. That's your market report. Thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We'll keep these reports coming to you. We'll tell you what we think. It might be right, could be wrong, but it's what we think. Thank you for your business. See ya.